Good afternoon. Don't you just love a good shopping trip? You've got your money, you're in your car, you're headed to your favorite store, and you pull into the parking lot only to see your excitement quickly fade because someone is unlawfully parking in a handicapped spot. That parking spot is clearly marked for those handicapped drivers. Did you know that it's unlawful to park in a handicapped spot if you in fact are not handicapped? My pet peeve is the disrespect of those handicapped drivers. I actually have a personal connection that drives the emotions behind my pet peeve. My mother-in-law and father-in-law were involved in an accident 5 years ago where they were hit by a drunk driver. My mother-in-law suffered major trauma to her lower extremities and actually, because of the trauma, lost one of her legs and is currently an amputee. Her daily struggles to walk have become very apparent in her life, and it's part of her life now where she has to accommodate herself to be able to get in a car, to drive, and to get into establishments. We've talked about things several times of her frustration of when she pulls into a restaurant, she pulls into a car, into a store, and there are no handicap spots. And you can clearly tell that there are no handicapped stickers, there's no indicator showing that these people that have pulled into these parking spots are handicapped. So it's very frustrating to her as a handicapped individual that her struggle would be a longer walk when, in fact, if she had been able to park in that designated spot for her, it would have been less work on her body. Did you know that it's actually unlawful and against the law to park in those designated handicap spots? There actually are fines and tickets that can be issued if you are in fact found parking in a handicapped spot and you do not have the required identification on your vehicle. Handicapped drivers are at a disadvantage that affect all aspects of their life. These designated handicap parking is to aid those drivers who have difficulty walking or may not even be able to walk without the use of some type of aid. These parking spots are there to help the drivers in their entry into public or private institutions. The location of these designated spots is strategic to help with their accessibility into these locations. Alabama laws actually protect the handicapped and their rights to park in these designated areas. The website findlaw.com provides the law, which is under the Alabama Code Title 32, under the Motor Vehicles and Traffic section 32-6-233.1 states, "It shall be unlawful for any person whom does not have a distinctive special long-term access of long-term disability access license plate or place card or temporary disability place card as provided in section 32-6-231 to park a motor vehicle in a parking spot designated for those individuals with disabilities of any place of public accommodation or business subject to federal or state laws." This infraction comes with several levels of fines. The first offense is $50. The second time it happens, it is a fee of $100. Any subsequent infractions after that are $500. And if the offense continues, that individual could also be faced with 40 hours of community service on top of any fines that have accrued because of this. Although this subject is a personal pet peeve of mine, I am hoping today that my information is going to make everyone more aware. The easiest of tasks to us as walking or getting in our car and driving to an establishment, being able to park wherever we want because our bodies allow us to walk without any aid, make us take things for granted. Next time you go into a store, my hope is that you will be more conscious of the daily struggles of those with disabilities that they face each day. Thank you.